Hello everyone, I'm Operation Essex investigator Jose, and I'm here to tell you the weekly truth for Behind the Skinner episode number 35. So let me share my screen so we can get to the leaked documents. Okay, so the first document we are seeing here is a conversation between Yuri Nagasa, Stein Leitman, and Martin Schubert. This is a conversation that occurred in Hulong Transglobal. As we have seen last week, Hank Johnson and Jahan went into a journey, and Hank discovered a little artifact. Jahan uncovered herself as a member of the Anti-Magnus, so he threatened a bit Hank Johnson. Now, uh, these three men were having a conversation about this little artifact that Hank Johnson found. They also mentioned Rast ears here. So if we translate Rast ears, we get to the word Shiva. The Queen of Shiva may have been involved with the Nasir or with the Anti-Magnus. She probably was a Nasir, or we don't actually know what may she be. We just know that she has a strong connection with all of these. Now, uh, as this little artifact was the only piece they needed to get to the anti-Magnus, sorry, to the Nasir, as quick as they can, now Jahan is taking Hank Johnson to the nest, to the 30 Magnus nest, where they are going to invoke the Nasir, so they can, according to the anti-Magnus, uh, give a flow of intelligence and knowledge. Now we're going to hear to a document. This is not actually a document. This is a story that was written by Felicia Hackerly. This is a story about Deborah Bogdanovich. We know she inoculated herself with her vaccine. She inoculated from XM while she was at Hulong Trans Global doing a job interview. Now, when people look Deborah at the eyes, they are just killed or harmed, and she is being kept captive at a little small box. It looks like a container box, this story says, and she is being guarded by Antoine Smith. We're starting to believe that Smith is trying to find a cure from dark XM in Deborah. The cure that Dr. Oliver Linton Wolf may have provided him may not be permanent. So, if this is the case, he's trying to use Deborah as a method to find a cure from this harm from dark XM that he has. So last week we also learned from the conversation linked from Hulong Trans Global that Hubert Farlow was going to be Deborah's savior. So Hubert is going to find Deborah. And we have one of the breadcrumbs that Hubert Farlow is starting to leave on Google+. So if you want to be a little bit more involved with the story in Hubert Farlow and Deborah Bogdanovich, you should go ahead and follow Hubert. This is the first breadcrumb that he has left in Google+ of all his journey, all the journey he's going to take in order to find Deborah. So this breadcrumb is stating that he is at Hong Kong International Airport. We believe that this is because he's departing Hulong's headquarters to go and find Deborah. We know that Deborah is somewhere in Australia, so he's probably taking a series of planes or going to a series of destinations before going to Deborah to find some backups or some weapons, or some allies, in order to release her from Antoine Smith and save her. Now, the only problem we have here is that Hubert Farlow is an XM entity, and we know that Antoine Smith has been affected by Dark XM and by the Alignment Ingress, which is a book by Thomas Grenius. We know that when XM and Dark XM meet, you only see chaos. You see chaos lying around, everything is dark. So we don't actually know what's going to happen when Hubert and Antoine meet. This is going to be very interesting, and I'm sure this is going to develop in the next few weeks. Now, Clue posted another Ada escape mission. This mission was now located in Chicago. Agents around the world tried to investigate this mission and draw the glyphs that Clue was telling us so he can liberate from Ada. Now, during the first attempt, agents did not draw the correct glyphs. However, Clue gave us some clues, and now both resistance and enlightened agents drew the correct glyphs, which were begin and liberate. Now we are having some doubts about Clue. We are having some doubts of whether she's the actual Clue that we know, or it is an Ada infused Clue. But we're starting to believe it is not the same Clue. Also, why would Clue want to meet Richard Loeb when Ada is trying to go behind Richard and trying to find more about Richard while Clue is with Ada? So this is going to get more and more interesting in the following week. Also, I told you that Hank was with Jahan, and a couple of weeks ago he said that he was not going to return to the internet. He was going to take a break, and he was going to leave the internet, sign off until he feels he's comfortable enough to return if that moment comes. But mysteriously, we saw a message from Hank Johnson. Uh, Over here, you see some interrupted messages. If you want to find out what this message says, go to Hank's profile. I suggest you read it. There is a little message hidden in here. I am not going to tell you what this message says because we may risk Hank's integrity and also Smarty's integrity since Jahan captured him. But you need to find this message. It's pretty important, and I'm sure that you will be astonished when you find it. Also, we saw a conversation between Phillips and Owen, between Jay Phillips and Ken Owen, uh, which was teasing the recruiter medal. So this leaked document, came out one day before the recruiter medal was announced and activated. So over here, you can just see some chit chat about the recruitment medal and what is it or how may it work. And finally, we have this week's Ingress report. This is quite an interesting report because Susanna has been trying to investigate the XM anomalies that were announced a couple weeks ago, and she has only been able to find one word, shonen. With this, we know that the current anomaly series is named Shonen, and we also see that there's the recruiter medal. That's the announcement for the recruiter medal, and she explains the tiers and all around the recruiter medal. So I really suggest you go and watch this episode because it's quite interesting and there's a lot of news in here. So I believe that's it for the week. As always, please visit our community at operationsx.org and subscribe to Behind the Scanner. It's a great show, and I'm sure we're going to have some more great guests in the future. So I'll see you around.